You know, yesterday was a perfect example of what we've been seeing a lot of as of late. Some manipulation, some game playing in the crypto market, and luckily the market was wise to it this time, and we in fact moved higher. This is a great sign, a great setup heading into next week's FOMC meeting and likely rate cuts that will be coming with that. And now we're going to see what the trend is as we head into that time. But I do want to show you guys we are fighting some major resistance here. We actually have had some big positions opened up that are still trying to suppress the market. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Excuse me. So when we're looking at ADA, we actually had a beautiful surge overnight. We actually got up to almost 91 cents. That's a very promising move here. And really looking back over the last 24 hours, you basically have your big shakeout right here at the time of the CPI report. They tried to manipulate the markets. They tried to push everything down. And guess what? Market didn't buy it. They instead quite literally bought it and moved the markets to the upside. Almost every single one of these candles over the course of yesterday was green on the hourly. That's a very promising sign. You guys can see ADA got very comfortable up near this 90-cent range, and we only started coming down at about 2 a.m. Central Standard Time or so. And we'll obviously see what the trend is going to be for the day. Right now, it's about 5:40 a.m. Central Standard Time. But what I will say is that BTC right now is broken out above trend. This is a very good sign. This is what we were talking about, needed to happen here. And this has caused a lot of things to happen. All right. First of all, we're actually seeing BTC dominance drop below 58%. This is the lowest levels we've seen in, about 2 weeks or so. That's a very promising sign for ADA and other altcoins in the space. It's like we were talking about. We got that hard rejection at the 20-day moving average. This confidence from the market, the good, CPI report yesterday that met expectations, the really cool PPI report that caused a lot of excitement in the market. This is starting to force institutional money's hand. I didn't talk about institutional money yesterday, but I wish I would have, because we've actually seen just over the last 2 days alone, institutional money accumulate over $1.3 billion worth of BTC. So they're basically smashing that buy button and moving back into the market. On the Ethereum side, about $285 million worth of Ethereum bought over the last 2 days. So big players are really trying to re-enter the space before we get into next week's FOMC meeting and the likelihood of exciting times that come with that. But that doesn't mean it's all sunshine and rainbows, okay? Because obviously right now, ADA is still sitting right on the edge of this range. We've talked about 90 cents many times. ADA likes to live in one of two spots here, either right at the top of this trend or right at the bottom of this trend. 84 to 90 cents is a pretty big gap with very thin liquidity in it. So ADA can traverse this entire range in a single daily candle. Same thing up here, between 90 cents to $1.08. ADA doesn't like to live in the middle here either. If you look at how volatile these days were as we entered this range, that might be what we see if we do get a little bit of a push. I will say there's some, again, still some promising signs. One, institutional money. We'll see what that looks like today. Two, we actually have big minting in terms of stablecoins. So liquidity injections taking place in the crypto market. So a lot of capital trying to position itself for this next push in the space. But here's the thing. When we look at open interest in the crypto market, there's been a big surge in shorts yet again. Right now, the long short ratio for ADA is a 0.916, so an 8.5% imbalance to the short side. You guys can see open interest for ADA increased by 3.2% to $1.84 billion over the last 24 hours. So they're really trying to push hard back on price currently. You guys can see how much interest is actually stacked up right here at about 91 cents. We did start liquidating, obviously, some of this on, overnight. We have seen longs just kind of fill in right down here at about, 87 cents. Really, the big concentration starts at 86 cents. So just understand that right now, while we're waiting for this FOMC meeting, we could see a lot of volatility, could see some ups and downs in terms of price. Obviously, we'd rather see the ups, but we still just need a little bit of a demand push across the crypto market. That being said, volume is right where it needs to be. We saw 1.5 billion in trading volume for ADA over the last 24 hours. When we look at the market itself, we're talking about 166 billion in trading volume. So we're seeing just all kind of the right things take place perfectly right as we're also getting an ETH BTC pivot. This is a pretty darn big deal here, getting basically a hard rejection after this retest at its 20-day moving average. We're back above this, looking good there. I really can't complain about anything going on in the crypto market right now. So luckily, people weren't fooled. They didn't fall for the manipulation that took place yesterday morning. And now we're into basically the peace day resistance. We have that FOMC meeting coming in the middle of next week. So we're about 5 days away from that, guys. So all we need to do, frankly, in the crypto market is hold strong over the next 5 days, and we might be talking about some pretty exciting things. So that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think we're going to get some more manipulation as we go through the weekend? Are we going to see some exciting pushes that take place as we get into the next week? But have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.